Achtung!
Willkommen in unserem Kanal. I'm Christian.
I'm Derek.
And we are married with Stitches. So, we're on time.
We're back to German lessons.
Yeah.
So he says the same thing, welcome back to our channel or something. Our new word today is
Achtung.
Achtung. And it means attention.
Attention.
So we said attention, welcome back to our channel.
We're learning. One word at a time.
We're trying our best.
We have a lot of things to show this week. I'm kind of excited.
Do we?
We do. Actual stitching. We actually stitched a lot during our Lord of the Rings marathon.
We did.
Hobbit.
That's what we did this whole past week, the whole week at night. We binge watched. Binged watched. Is it? It's no.
Binge
you can't
watched.
do.
Yeah.
It's binge
It's
watched.
definitely binge watched.
All three Hobbits and all three Lord of the Rings. They're on HBO Max.
Yes.
They got us.
They did
So
get
we
us.
did it.
It was fun.
So we did a lot of stitching
We were up
during
till
that.
4 or 5 in the morning some nights, but we got through them in like 4
That
days.
was like on the weekends.
Yeah, it was great. So, where do you want to start, Seth?
We did a greeting and German lesson. We have notes today.
Clearly not following them.
So which one are we doing first? New starts. I have one new start. How many do you have?
One.
Who wants to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. So my only new start this week was it was for MLK Day new start. So it's a small
Gosh,
it's a small start.
small start.
It is. This is what I started. I promised myself this year I wasn't going to start a Mirabilia, so you probably won't see this again for a while. But it's pretty, and we have it. So I started it, but don't expect any progress. It's Mermaids of the Deep Blue. Oh well, I don't care. We'll do it next. Oh no, I have to. Go make some tea while I show this.
Okay.
And this is what I've done. So I'm doing this on this month's Opal Fabric of the Month from our Expensive Rich line. This is Work Bitch. That's what it looks like. And I have started the top mermaid's arm. We're doing a little representation of our household. So this mermaid will be black and this mermaid will be white.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to explain that.
We like interracial mermaids. I have one mermaid that's white.
He did the skin conversion, but he can talk about that more on his project. I strictly took it from him. I didn't feel like doing work. So
like,
that's
just move those flosses over here with me.
that's exactly what happened. And so that was my new start.
I had a new start on MLK Day as well, and I did mine on the new fabric of the month. I'll show you the pattern first. It's a Stitch for Sweet Freedom. It's by Lindy Stitches. I'm sure you've seen it on Instagram or somewhere. And I was like, why not? We'll do that one. So this is on Milton.
Tell them what you really think about it.
I love it. So you can see it there. That's my start. There's little satin stitches up there, if you can tell. I've never really done those before, but I like them. So it's kind of like it's neutral. I love it. So I will get back to that. I think I'll stitch on this whenever there's like a national holiday.
Yeah, we'll show that later and talk about it more.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave it over there. But that was my new start, and yeah, that's the only one I have. That's it.
Only one? Oh, you can hear
I
the
only
water
have one
boiling.
new start. It's almost time for tea. Tea or
Yes, so we have new mugs, and one of them was a gift from a team member, and I really want to show it.
coffee. Yeah, it's cute. I actually really
And then he wanted a
Kinda
new mug to
jealous.
show too, so he bought one.
little jealous.
But we'll show that later. That'll go under haul.
Yeah.
I just choked. I have a little bit of a stomach ache, so I'm drinking a Coca-Cola. I do not like Coke except when I have a stomach ache. it like soothes my stomach. Is that weird?
No, I think it's like the carbonation probably.
No, because I live for Dr. Pepper, like, but I can't, like, when I have something wrong with my stomach, Coke is what solves that.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Oh my god, I can't. I'm having a bang at the moment. I'm just gonna counteract, or we're gonna go higher with the tea. We'll probably do herbal tea.
Yeah, I would love an herbal tea. I don't need any more caffeine. Are we doing whips now?
Sure.
I have 2 whips.
I have like 12.
My first
You
whip,
go ahead.
I didn't work on it very much, is Jardin Prive.
Oh,
You know what? No.
You haven't done a new start.
But it's a whip. I just restarted it.
Okay.
Jardin Prive, cat lovers. I really planned on getting a lot more done on this. So inside is all the little sheets of pattern. Somehow I worked on it, I walked away and lost the first 2 pages of the pattern. I cannot find them.
They're gone.
I have no idea where they are, so I had to stop working on it and move on.
I tell you, our Jardin Privé patterns, like, they like to disappear.
I don't know where
know
it
why.
went. I was sitting on the couch and then it was gone. So I might just have to buy the pattern again, but I love it. I mean, I will. It just kind of sucks. So I'll show you what I worked on. That motif was done. I was working on this motif, so I came across here, went up here and did the blue, and then I lost the pattern, and so I'm stuck. I mean, I could finish out this motif because it just mimics this. But there's some other stuff that goes down here and something over here. I can't do that. So I could have finished that motif just by looking at my cross stitching, but
He decided not to.
oh well. We will figure that conundrum out at another day because it's not like I don't have other stuff to stitch.
2400
I want that to be a finish this year though, so I do need to finish it.
Yes,
Figure it
so
out at some
stitching
point.
that with Shelia, unconventional style over there.
Not really. I don't even think it's in her year of whip stuff.
I don't know.
I just said that one time. No, because they went through it. It's not on hers to do. The next thing. Oh, did I not bring the pattern over here?
No.
Can you go grab it for me?
Am I going on a wild goose chase, Derek?
Yeah, you are.
I feel like I'm not even in this video.
You are. You're just running errands because we weren't. It should be on the table. Is it in the cactus bag? Oh my God, we are so disorganized. Is it in there in the back? Yes. So this is kind of a new start because I restarted it. One day I was stitching on it back in later last year when we weren't stitching a lot. I decided I was gonna try and stitch on video one time. But I only put like 20 stitches in and then I looked at it and they were wrong. So I had to start it over. And I just started this.
You use the seam ripper?
I did. It was my first time using a seam ripper. I did really good. Cause I just bought him one and he keeps using it. And I'm like, you're gonna rip your fabric. I shouldn't have bought it for him. And then I used it and it's really nice if you're careful.
I ripped my fabric.
He did rip his fabric. But let me show you what I started. Or redid. Jardin Prive. She has
You're on a
become
kick.
one of my favorite designers. I have 3 Jardin Prives going right now. What is her name? Natalie Kijan?
Sishan?
Sishan?
It looks like a Sishan.
I don't
like
know. Anyways,
It's
I love
French,
it.
I'd imagine.
So I've started on the cactus here, and this is what I'm going to be working on primarily for the next 2 weeks. But there it is. But I just started this last night, and I haven't stitched today, so. And I'll talk about these needle minders later. I have needles everywhere. Can you see that one too? They can't.
They
I'm
can't.
looking. There's a needle here. I keep lots of needles. I have one that holds my needles and one that holds, I make copies of the patterns and just hold them up and put it there, so.
You're welcome. It's
Anyways,
the best thing ever.
I'll be working on this week, so hopefully there'll be some nice progress next week. Those are my 2 whips.
That's it? Oh wow, that came quickly. You want to show off your mug? So now you have tea.
No, we'll do that under haul. Well, I guess because I'll drink it in a second. Look, y'all. Is it clean? It is just look.
Is it clean?
No, I didn't know if tea had dripped
So
down
when
it.
he got it, he was like, it says, "Stitch, please." And I was like, Derek, I'm pretty sure that's not how that's, you're enunciating the wrong syllables.
I didn't realize it was like, "B, please."
Stitch,
I was just like,
please.
"Stitch,
He was like,
please."
"Stitch, please." I was like, you're so PC.
I didn't know, but it's cute. It's little cross stitches. They got it.
I love it.
Yeah, one of my team.
And mine says, "Life ambition, become a mermaid." Because I really wanted to be a mermaid. If I could choose a mythical creature, leading into whips anyways.
He got it so it would match this whip.
I
You
did.
don't want to be no damn mermaid.
I do, actually. This
Says
is
to
Triton by Bella Filipina.
You want to be a mermaid since she started stitching that piece.
Dude, I don't know. I really like this piece. So I was working on his hair the last time you saw it, and then this week I worked on his body to make him look like me. Look at that. Look at those abs.
Only
One
in
down gotta
color,
look like
my
that.
dear. Only in color.
So this is on Work Bitch Reloaded because I re-dyed. He wasn't showing up because his tail is blue down there,
yeah.
so he wouldn't have shown up on that very well. So I redid it. So yeah, that's him. I'm so excited. Make a profile. Like, do I look like him? I hope so, because I really, really, really like this piece. And I literally stitched on this for like a straight week. And I
If
was
you
like,
get some
okay.
ab implants, you'll look like him.
Okay, well, we'll work on that one day. All right, so that was my first whip that I worked on. Which came
And it's in your mermaid bag
It is in my mermaid bag.
that he
I
made
ripped
for
it.
himself. Merman.
He's gonna look like that. I love these bags. Let's see. My next whip is Epic Storybook Princesses, which you've seen like a billion times now, but I really like this pattern too. It won't work. It won't do it on camera, I don't think.
Yeah, it does. That does, because it just changed majorly.
There you go.
Every time you do it.
So I finished Aladdin, the little palace. So this is actually the piece that I ripped the fabric on. I didn't tell him that I ripped the fabric. I just made sure I fixed it beforehand. So I actually put some thread back here and sewed it myself, but you can't even tell. I was almost devastated because I literally went through like 2 lines of the fabric and I was like, oh my God, like my heart just fell out. I just stopped watching the movie and I was like, I've got to do surgery real quick. Oh, that's the front. So next is Pocahontas. So I'm gonna start that at some point, probably next week, maybe the week after. I have 2 weeks before I have to get back on the camera. Let's see.
Oh my God, how many whips do you
I
have?
have a lot. Well, you know, I got all the fabric out and then I worked from
Oh,
home.
I forgot
so
you sit at home now.
I have a little more time. This is the Satsuma Street Alice in Wonderland sow. The last time I had like most of the Cheshire Cat done, but I went ahead and finished him. Isn't he so cute? I love Satsuma Street patterns. Like the colors are amazing and Absalom is still my favorite. He was chapter 2. So there's the Mad Hatter's Tea Party and then the Queen of Hearts goes down here. Both of those parts are out, so I'm gonna stitch on that when I have some downtime. I'm loving this piece. My little Alice in Wonderland needle minder on there.
We keep deciding how we're going to finish it.
Yeah. I want
We
it to
talk
be
about it quite often, actually.
upside down, kind of. I did this one. So I did an inauguration day piece because everyone, you know, we get patriotic on these days. So I'm working on One Nation. This is by ByGone Stitches.
I just watched the inauguration. I didn't stitch that day. Well, I didn't stitch on anything special for it.
This is on FireWing. It was one of the
Careful.
Fabric of the Months last year. Yes, very careful. So I went ahead and started on the little diamonds down here. This is what I did watching the inauguration anyway. I went ahead and started doing these little 3 diamonds. Didn't get much done because I wanted to work on other things.
That'll be done in about 5 years.
It will also be a national holiday piece, so national, celebrations, 4th of July.
Let me tell you what, that day, as soon as they turned around to start leaving the stage, he put it up. It wasn't I'm gonna stitch on this for the whole day.
No,
He put
Garth
that
worked
mug
the
up
farm,
so
I
fast.
was like, we're done here. I did get all the floss for it though, so there's all the floss now. I switched from ecru, which I think was called for, to 3865 because it showed up a little better.
Yeah, because the fabric is kind of ecru-y.
It's ecru-y. Ooh, my next whip.
Sorry.
Wow.
I don't know if y'all heard
That was
that.
strong. This one. Yes.
This was a big one. You worked a
is-
long time on this.
Pet all the dogs. So this is what took up the majority of my time this week.
This is what you did during the Lord of the Rings.
The rings. Yeah, the whole 3
Most of the
movies.
time.
The whole time. And
Also the Hobbit.
yeah, that too. I finished this son of a house. Look at this little
The son of a effing
I was
house.
gonna say something else, and I was
I
like,
need
I have
to
to be
sit you
careful with the
down
children.
and let you see the history of cuss words. So you
Oh my
can-
God, that show is great. If y'all haven't seen that, it's with Nicolas Cage. It's the history of swear words on
Swear
Netflix.
words, yeah.
Yes, it's great. But yeah, I finished the house, and I'm super excited. Everything else is like so much smaller compared to that, except the trees. But like, look at this. That whole thing is done. So now it should fly by, because I don't ever want to stitch another house. This will be the only house I stitch. Take that to the bank. All right,
It's gonna be the only house this year, probably.
Next 12 years. That was a lot.
It was a lot. You stitched on that a long time. It is a lot of stitches.
It's a full coverage. Let's see. This is my last whip.
Did you actually start that?
No.
Oh, you just hung out for another reason. I was like, I don't remember.
This is Squirrels of Sumatra from Ink Circles. Again, one of my favorite designers. I love just about everything they put out. And I
I
went
love this
ahead
piece. I can't wait
and
to finish.
finished the 3rd page, finally. So there is the little garden there, and that is the end of the page. So that is 3 pages across. So that's as wide as it's gonna get, and it's got like 2/3 left, but that's a little work done. So I went home to Charlotte yesterday and taught my mom how to cross stitch, or relearn how to cross stitch. She's making a birth announcement for my nephew, which I was gonna
Do they
stitch.
all know that?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Brandy doesn't, but Brandy doesn't watch the videos, I don't think, because she doesn't live at home anymore. So
He was sending me pictures. She's doing such a good job.
Ooh, yes, she is. It was funny because she's like, I don't know how y'all see these. I got to go up my prescription to a 1.75. She's like, these are fine for reading, but I
She
can't
probably
see these
needs. She
holes."
needs some good lighting.
Yeah, I moved like a lamp so she could do it, and I gave
Maybe
her
we'll-
some scissors and a hoop.
We
and all
should
the
get her an
things,
light or something.
and some Fortnight Fabrics. So she is.
Did she? What
loving
Fortnite
it.
fabric did you give her?
She got Dryad Saddle. Actually, I'm pretty sure.
Whoa. Was that a mushroom last
It was
year?
a mushroom. Congratulations, dear. Do you want to do your finish now?
Do you have any finishes?
I don't have any finishes.
I
have
have-
little mini motif finishes.
Shh, shh. This is a moment. Let me have my moment.
She's gonna have her moment.
Oh my gosh. I have a finish.
A sizable finish.
It's not sizable. It's small. But for me, it's sizable. It is my oldest whip that I finished. It is just a tad over 6 years old.
It's
And
a full-grown baby.
yeah, we
child
passed
now.
toddler, I guess. And this is, sorry. I thought the cat was rubbing on my leg, but it wasn't. It was just my pants. Because I have pants
He has
on.
pants on. Doesn't know what that feels like.
Walked right into that. Anyway, so I have a finish. This is what I stitched on during some of Lord of the Rings. Anyways, this is what it is. I posted it on Instagram, so some of you might see it. It's the Prairie Schooler Where There Are Bees.
I love it.
And this sucker is finished.
Bee populations are on the decline.
Okay, so I'm not into bees at all, y'all. I bought this 6 years ago in a cross-stitch store because I saw a Prairie Schooler pattern. It's like the only one they had. I don't remember which store. I think it was near Orlando.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, I have to have a Prairie Schooler in my collection. I have several other ones now that I like way better. But I did finish this, and I do love it now. And this is it. Oh, look at that.
Pause for applause.
Yes. I just have the fabric folded in half. It's not actually that close to the bottom. It's a long piece of fabric.
I thought it was gonna be so much bigger.
Maybe. But that's it. And I'm gonna keep showing it because I'm so happy.
I love the colors on that. Like, it's
So
all
what
my
I
favorite.
stitched this week was I had everything done to the bird.
Mm-hmm.
I did this and all of this and this, and then I had forgotten these two little flowers somehow. So I did these two flowers, this, the T, and this bottom section, and that's what I did. This is the majority of my work.
Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
I am so excited. None of my other whips are nearly this old, so.
So basically what we need to do is have series, like movie series marathons. So if y'all can like post those in the comments for us to go through, we get so much more stitching.
It was wonderful stitching. Especially because we'd both seen all of that before, so it was more background and occasionally looking up and like,
oh my God, Frodo's dying again.
Yeah, for real though.
God.
After watching them like back to back, the Hobbit movie series, I like way better than the Lord of the Rings movie series.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings is very whiny
whiny.
and cryy.
I'm like,
and,
oh my God.
and
He's
it-
not gonna die.
and it moves, they like are crying over people that died that you just met 5 minutes ago.
I'm like, I can't even cry. Like, I
I
have
was
no
like,
tears for that.
the Hobbit series was way better to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show it again.
Oh my God.
So that was what my big thing was.
We are proud of you, Derek.
Look, for me, this is a big deal.
That is a
okay?
big deal. A really big deal.
I am a miniature pattern stitcher, and that is like a massive, that's like my heaven
That's
and
heaven
earth.
I mean, because, you know, he takes pieces of patterns to stitch. So, like, for him to finish a whole pattern, y'all, we are for real in for a treat.
Okay. Every bit of that. In the called 4 DMCs, it was only 4 colors.
No conversions needed.
I used the same floss strands for these whole 6 years.
Those things have been in a bag. I'm proud of you, though. I'm very proud.
I obviously didn't stitch on this a lot over the past 6 years. It was not that
It
big.
flew. In like 3 days, you were done with over half the pattern. It just lingered. It's okay. You were just attached.
Lingered. I was kind of sad finishing it because
I know you got up and kept pacing around and you had like 30 stitches left and it took you 2 days to do that.
yeah, I had that one. So where I finished on, this is what I finished on, is this little thing. And I didn't want to do it because I was like, this has been a whip for 6 years. Like, it's not going to be a whip anymore. It's just going to not,
It's gonna go in a box.
I'm never going to think about it again. No, I'll probably put it in a frame or something, but it's still not the same as like, I feel like I lost something.
Oh, well, we'll get you a new Prairie Schooler to start. Aren't you doing one for the fair? Or thought about it?
Yeah, so that's something I want to do this year. Hopefully the state fair happens, and I want to enter a piece. So does he.
Yeah.
So we have to plan it out because we're in the same household and you can't enter in the same categories.
Mm-hmm.
I did consider, I'll show you, because I actually have it over here because it's in a bag. I did consider doing this this Prairie Schooler.
Yeah.
It's the November one, but I'm not sold on it.
I like it.
I mean, I love the pattern. I want to stitch it. That's why it's in a bag. It's going to be my next Prairie Schooler to start. But
Always have one on the go. I think I do have one.
But I don't know if I want that for the fair. What is next?
Haul. Yeah, you have more than me. You can go first.
You got it all for me.
So our anniversary gifts to one another, his just came really late, and there's still one that's floating around somewhere. So it'll get here when it gets here.
What I did, I'll show you once it's
25th.
done. He knows what I got, but I had some art. I had a picture of us converted to some artwork that matches the art that we have in our house.
It's gonna be so nice.
And then I'm getting it framed because we have. It's called one line art. I don't know. If you look that up, you'll see. But I had a picture of us converted to one line art by somebody.
It looks like us. I was very
It
impressed.
does. It's one of my favorite pictures of us. It totally changes it being one line art, but it's us. So I'm getting that framed.
We're in the snow. But
It's gonna be our portrait, a modern version of a portrait. That's what I got him. But he got me a bunch of stitching stuff. So you saw some of it earlier.
I ordered it the day before.
You know why he got me anything? Because he found out what I got him / us, and he was like, "Oh, we're trading gifts." And I was like, "Well, this is kind of for us." You knew I wanted like a portrait of us in the house. I'm like that. I wanted a portrait of us, but I'll show
It's
you.
all sentimental and mushy gushy.
So 2 of the needle minders he got me, and they were from Mad for Minders. It was this cactus one that's a needle on there, and it says free hugs. And then he got me this one that says basic witch, because I do consider myself basic, and it's like in the Starbucks kind of thing, because I go to Starbucks every single day, multiple times and many days. When I went to Maryland to train at one of our, I went up there to train at a newly opened location in Maryland. They have a Starbucks literally next door, and that was dangerous.
It was. I kept saying Starbucks. I was like,
I
"Derek."
usually am running like 30-40 minutes behind strictly in the morning because I have to go to Starbucks.
It's a thing.
It's a for real thing. It's an issue. Anyway, so those were 2 needle minders. Then he got me 3 more from Mad for Minders. He got me, and they're kind of stuck on here with the tape still. I like how she shipped them.
Yeah.
He got me a turkey. So when I start doing all of my turkey patterns, I can use that. And then he got me a Buffy the Vampire Slayer because that is my absolute favorite adolescent show. Because we just had this conversation. I was like, yeah, it's my favorite show, like nostalgia and from my adolescence. But I have some adult shows that.
Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, I love Schitt's Creek.
Pose.
And then he got that's his. He gives me the synopsis after he watches it. I'm like, you realize I'm not watching it, right?
But you're gonna know everything that happened.
And then he got me a Ravenclaw kitty.
It's so cute.
Because I'm a Ravenclaw. Oh, I kind of match.
Oh, look at you. I like it.
In my caftan.
It's a moo-moo.
It is not a muumuu. It is a caftan.
It's a caftan.
But I do have pajama pants on. And then he got me. You can tell he shopped late because he got me a horse needle minder. This one came from
For his Rosewood Manor's alphabet.
Kim's Kreative Needle Minders.
Mm-hmm. I love it. It's for your horse now.
Kim's Needle Minders on Etsy, I guess.
I'll put it in the description.
It is for my horse pattern, my alphabet, which I have not worked on. I'll tell you why. But that's the needle minders. And then he got me a pattern, some fabric, and floss. He got me, because we were looking, so I'm doing the moderately sized Ship of Life. I have that started. And there's 2 other ships, so I still need one more, but I want this one because it's cute. It's called the Comparatively Small Red Ship of Life.
Just for you. It's literally made for
Ink
you.
circles. I know. It's beautiful.
Love it.
So I had to get matching stuff. So I'm doing it on parchment linen with Gloriana Schoolhouse Silk. So from 123 Stitch, we got some more parchment linen, 40 count, and then Schoolhouse Red Gloriana. Which this is not the same Gloriana silk that I'm doing it in, but it's the same color. Huh?
Lamb's wool.
Didn't I say lamb's wool?
I think you said parchment.
I did say parchment. I'm doing it on lamb's wool. The other one is lamb's wool as well, with Schoolhouse Red Gloriana, but the other one is just Gloriana 12-stranded.
Yeah.
He swears that's what he ordered and not this. But this is Floramel Silk Floss by Gloriana. Avessois. So it's the same exact color. I put them next to each other, so I guess it's just a different silk, so I'll use this. I don't care. I just want it, I want them to completely like match. I want them to be the same fabric. And so I didn't want hand-dyed fabric.
Yeah, so they look consistent. For
these because I want the just red of the ship. And I'm doing the same, I'll do the same on this that I'm doing on the modestly, is it modest or moderate? I don't know. Modestly size.
I have a 50-50 shot and I'm usually wrong.
They have red and then they have these blue borders. I'm just keeping that the same red. I'm not putting the blue in it. I can't wait for that. Then they have the big red Ship of Life. I will be doing that one absolutely last after these two. Because this one is relative. This one is comparatively small. It's like a 9 by 9 or something.
It has crabs on it. It makes me happy.
Yeah, but that modestly or moderately, don't know which one it is. Can't remember. That one's still pretty freaking big.
Yeah, it's huge.
So that's my haul. I have some more haul. Hold on.
Un momento. That was Spanish, not German.
He is still on this bag making kick.
It's a thing.
And so,
thanks to the comments that we got to show me how to do bags where I don't have to make my own binding.
He did it this way, so he's
so much
learning. It looks pretty good. I love it. These are very special. So this bag doesn't have a pattern in it. I have one patriotic piece. It's Freebird by who does it?
Little House Needlework.
No, it's not Little House.
No, it's not a Blackbird either. Praiseworthy?
No, it's that.
I have no idea. I don't stitch those.
I'll show it the next time I do it, but it is called Freebird, and that's what's gonna go in here.
I got half of it right.
It's by Jesus. I think it's by Plum Street.
It is. I think. I'm feeling confident with that answer.
I don't know. Anyways, so he made me that, and then he made me a cactus bag.
I love that look.
And I picked out these colors to go with it, I think.
Yeah. That one
is beautiful. And this, I actually have that Mirabilia in. And then I found this fabric and I was like, you have to do it. Simplicity Vintage. It's these vintage dudes just standing there. I love it.
It's like, fine, they're fashionable.
The inside fabric just kind of matches their, very 70s and the zipper. And
I spend a lot of time looking at zippers and matching them to fabric now.
And then
I have a whole new obsession.
I'll go over this, but he made me a little zipper bag.
A little zipper bag.
It's a big zipper bag to hold my frame. And it's horses.
Horses. I love it.
Guess what? I didn't stitch on this. I'm going to show you. I can't stitch on this frame.
It's sad.
I think it's because it's too long.
That's usually not a problem.
I can't get it tight, first off. Like, this is really loose. Are they usually this loose on frames? I don't know. I've never used it. Secondly, it's like, I feel like everyone else that I see that has these roller frames, theirs are like this big. And so I don't think this happens to them. So this is 36 inches. This thing is like shrunk in. That's all it does. The tighter I get, it just keeps bowing and it makes this looser. And so I don't know what to do.
Any suggestions?
So I can't, because this was gonna be my focus piece. I guess I'm just gonna have to use a Q-snap on it.
It's gonna be so much fabric to hold.
I know, that's why I didn't want to do it. But this is not working. We both have tried. You can see it really good right there.
Yeah,
it's like the poles are so thin for this much that it's just bending in. Yeah. And I don't know what to do. What does everyone else do that has like a yard of fabric? And then Are all like scroll frames like loose?
It's like we together were like holding and turning, and I was like, if you ever have to move this project, we're gonna have to hire a team because I can't do it.
I don't know. I'm slightly disappointed, and I feel like I want to find out if I'm doing something wrong or not, but it's kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he made that bag before we did this, and I'm like, But anyways.
It's just fabric. We can rip that zipper right out and put it on something else.
Oh, but see, this will show it better because it's not in there. I can bend it.
Yeah.
It's a top zipping bag.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting real nifty with the sewing machine.
It's just a bag.
It's a long
But it's
pouch.
horses.
Yes, because it's now a thing apparently. He hates horses, which I think is hilarious.
I don't like. It's not just horses. I don't
American animals.
I don't really like North American animals. I'm not into bears,
Bison, wolves.
wolves, horses. I really is it horse or
It's horses.
horses? Horsies.
It's not like a cactus.
I don't understand the obsession with horse.
Here we are trying to give German lessons and we can't even speak English.
Well, we're going to the root of the English language. We'll figure it out.
Figure it out.
Show your
ready for
haul,
your haul?
man. Show your haul. Because we're 36 minutes and we have to talk about Fortnight Fabrics.
Yes, we do. So I got a pattern and some needle minders because patterns can't travel alone. So I got ink circles Kraken. Get Kraken. That's that there. And the needle minder is this little octopus guy down here because I thought it was really cute.
Let me see it. I don't remember what it looks like.
It's a little bronze octopus from Caffeinated Cat Crafts. Sounds like a good house to be in. Then I also got
Where did you order these patterns from?
1, 2, 3
Stitch. I know that's where you got the fabric and floss.
I got the squirrel knitter mindle. This is for Squirrels of Sumatra, obviously. So he lives in that bag from Viewer Friend. And I made myself some bags.
And of course he made some bags for himself because he's just fancy now.
This is my one for Get Kraken. It's nautical themed with little anchors that Derek picked out for me. And then it's got ships.
I did pick out the coordinating fabric because he couldn't decide on the inside fabric. I was like, what's wrong with this?
Goes a lot.
It's
I love
blue and white.
So Get Kraken is all kinds of
I
nautical.
have all the fashion sense in this family.
Half. Let's see. I made myself a patriotic piece bag as well. Mine has got red, white, and blue fabric inside and stars. And I'm going to show you because I was kind of proud of myself. The little stars, they almost lined up on these little flaps. So yeah, I love this one.
You go, boy.
I know. Let's see. Oh, this is one. This is a Mandalorian one. And it's orange and festive with the orange zipper. And I got the child, aka Grogu, aka Baby Yoda. I love this bag a whole lot. And
You won something, Christian.
oh, I did. I have more haul. Is that haul? I guess it counts.
It does. You won
I'll
it.
show it after this bag.
See my captain.
So
It's
this
really
is
long.
a Star Wars bag with TIE fighters and this Millennium Falcon, X-Wings. It's got some gray fabric with a gray zipper. I'm really upset. I make them this size because we have this like little board that you can cut around and makes a perfect little square. And I can fit my 9-inch hoops in here without having to struggle. So yeah, those are the bags I made for myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. And then, so we watched Minnie Gray, all X's on YouTube, and she had a giveaway.
And
we
he
never
entered.
comment, but it happened. And
Look what he won. It was he.
I almost passed
I
out.
was at work when she announced it, and he was texting me. He was like, "Oh my God, we won!"
I have shaken the Jesus out of this poor child, but I just look at him.
He was so
He's got a little
excited.
cup of soup or broth or whatever, but I love it. So thank you, Minnie, for that opportunity. It goes on my desk over there.
It does sit on his office desk.
My office desk.
It's
That
set
I
up for
spent
him.
so many hours at lately. tirelessly working. Lies. Speaking of, that's it for haul for me. Yeah.
I think
we made
that was everything. So we're gonna talk about Fortnight Fabrics. We're gonna show you all. We're gonna show you all the fabric of the months for next month for February, and then we'll talk about our Instagram. Our monthly Instagram giveaway is coming up.
Yes. So we're gonna fly through this part because the phone just said we have like 10% battery left.
Yes. So we gotta hold it back here.
Yes.
So this is the expensive rich of the month, and it is two commas with a dollar sign.
We want to have that in our bank account one day, right? Everyone does. I tried to play the lottery. We didn't win anything.
Is this showing good? We're gonna put pictures on Instagram, but
It's
there you go.
oh, it's so pretty.
It's a pastel-y,
I love it.
bluish,
Yeah, you can
purplish. Pretty standard this month. I was bored, or not bored. I just needed to get something very simple, something elegant, something that you could stitch, a mermaid on.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to put on that.
I like that color a lot. I've
This
already picked the
is Famous Duos.
Yes, this is Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. I'll model you talk.
It makes me so happy.
It's really not showing up that good.
It is
There you go.
There it is. Yeah.
It's like a green and purple.
I love it.
I mean,
So
those are the basic colors. It's more than that.
But yes, Rick and Morty is an amazing cartoon. If you have not watched it, it's not appropriate for children, but it's really good.
That is Rick and Morty.
Then we have Milton, which I showed you before. That was the one that I'm doing the stitch, the Sweet Freedom on. So it is there we go.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
That's Milton.
Back
That's
there.
our
This is the
subtle samplers. It's when you hold it next to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
It's me that's killing it.
See, I'm a nice backdrop. So that is the subtle sampler.
And
then
here's our
last
12
but
shades
not
of
least-
gray. So remember, it was really fun. We got a lot of comments, and we'll post this on Instagram too. Only send the messages on Instagram.
In the DMs.
Also follow us in the DMs. Remember, don't comment on the picture.
Because people are gonna know.
You don't want them to know you want to win. So get up in them DMs, okay? And y'all did a really good job last month.
It was so easy. And this one is even easier, I think.
And so how it works, the name of this fabric is inspired by a famous gray, something with gray in the name. So last month's, what was last month's? It was Pardon Me. And the answer, the riddle, what it was inspired by was Grey Poupon. Because it's Grey Poupon and they're Pardon Me. So that was what we were inspired. So this month's 12 Shades of Grey is, first off, let me show you. It's a little darker than last month's, a lot darker than last month's.
But not black.
Yeah, I mean, it's
It's
not
gray.
black, but it's just a darker gray. And this is called
Honk.
Honk.
So, slide in those DMs.
Slide in those DMs, and what inspired the name Honk?
I like short names because I have to write these cards. So, I find ways to make them
Your
4
hint,
letters.
your hint is what goes honk. And that should help y'all. And
Fingers
we'll
crossed.
announce the winner on Instagram. We'll post that on Instagram as well.
And the last announcement is, I'll do this because I forgot.
Hold on one second.
Oh, yes.
Also, I'm so happy that we got good responses on the Fortnite fobs last
Yes.
month.
That was nice.
I just got this month's has Swarovski crystals in them, and I just got them delivered, and I haven't made a fob, so I can't show you the fob.
It'll go up on Instagram.
Because they just got delivered yesterday. Yeah, and so I've just not made it yet, but we'll put a picture on Instagram. But it does have Swarovski crystals. It's gonna be fabulous. So sorry, I don't have that to show for that fabric for that monthly club, but I enjoyed making those last month.
Yeah.
They were inspired by my scissors because my scissors are those colors. For real. Call those Derek's fob.
Derek fob, yeah.
This month will be called Schwarsky fobs. I don't know.
Sure thing. So one order of business. The Expensive Rich collection, if you looked at January, your invoice was an incorrect price, but we went ahead and honored it because that's what the website said. If you go on there now, you can see the updated prices for them. It didn't go up too much, but I incorrectly typed it into the website, so I had to update that now. So you can go and see the price changes. You'll see it on your new invoice. I already hadn't done that, but so that's the only.
Essentially, this is all his fault because I gave him the price breakdown because I do all that, the important stuff.
Yeah, I just do all the labor.
Not all the labor, but I figured out the pricing breakdown. I gave it to him. Opal fabric costs more than regular fabric, and I'm the one who saw that. And
this way.
Shut up. I saw that, and I was like, "What did you do?"
I messed up.
Just so you know, it wasn't a pleasant conversation when it was brought up. So yeah, sorry about that.
That's it. That was all I had. So invoices will go out on the 31st, and you'll have to the 5th unless you make an arrangement via email.
Yes, please make an arrangement.
Because I hate when people don't get their fabric, because I diet really fast now. So yeah, so that's that.
You hate when people don't get their fabric.
Yeah, when they don't pay on time, and then I have to tell them that they can't get it.
So you hate them for not paying on time?
No, so I say you have to make an arrangement. I don't hate them for that. It's just like I feel bad for them because they're not getting the fabric.
There's the better word.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you hate.
I don't hate
This
anything.
is such a
really.
strong
It is a
word.
strong word, isn't it? It's an aggressive word. But that's all I have for this go round. You have any other points of reference?
No.
Alrighty then. We will see you in 2 weeks because we will be on time.
In a fortnight.
To that.
We did, and we did it good this time.
We did. Well, have a great fortnight.